Happy Monday to everybody except for Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers, you suck. We hate you. I hate you. My VIP members hate you. Even though it's probably not your fault that your quarterback threw 5 touchdowns and didn't throw the ball to you for one. You still cost us a 2-unit suite, man. A 2-unit ticket. KJK VIP, guys. I'm coming on. I'm going to share with you guys some more free KJK VIP plays in this content if you're new to the channel. And you're wondering, why the heck did this guy click these buttons? Is he just spamming overs on star players? What the heck is this guy doing? Of course one of them is going to go under. Why would he click these buttons? Well, good news. This content's going to explain exactly why I click the over, the under on every single play that I provide over to my VIP members. And I'm going to be giving you guys actual plays that I'm playing, actual plays that I'm backing with my own money. Breaking down the process, right? So I have 3 NBA tickets in this video. You are going to need multiple apps to tail all of these plays. One of which is going to be the Prizepicks app. If you don't have Prizepicks, guys, go ahead and get it. Use the promo code KJKDFS. They're going to match you with a nice $50 instantly when you play your first $5. So you get the Prizepicks app, you play your first $5, you're going to get $50 instantly. And the other one you're going to want to tail all these plays today is going to be the Betr app. Why is that? Because with these multiple apps, guys, you're going to be able to get good plays that are going to help you win money by using multiple apps, because there's going to be certain plays on one app that isn't available on other apps. So the Betr app, I got 2 tickets that I just locked in that I sent over to my VIP. I'm going to be sharing those with you guys for free. I'm also going to be sharing my first Prizepicks ticket with you for free. Just keep in mind, unfortunately, Prizepicks, these apps will change these lines up and down if the plays are too good. So I'll be explaining exactly why, but if you want access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them, guys, once again, you would have gotten that NFL ticket as soon as I sent it over there this weekend. The Patreon is going to be where it's at. I will have that linked pinned as the top comment linked down below. I will have all of the tools, discounts that I'm about to discuss, the deposit matches, and my VIP package linked down below. You purchase it on Patreon. That'll get you access to my VIP Discord, where you would have got this sent in right away. So unfortunately, Zay Flowers cost us the sweep. It's been happening too much. The amount of times we've been getting hooked by 1 catch, 1 rebound, etc. over the last couple of weeks over my VIP has not been fun. But if you don't quit, you can't fail, right? So we got to keep going. We're playing optimal. We're finding the very best value. And I'm going to explain exactly why, these are good plays for you. So let's go ahead and pull up this one here today. We got the NBA action pulled up. And let's break it down, right? So this is the first ticket that I locked in. Some of these plays are going to be bumped and removed. If you have access to the Betr app, I already discussed that. The other one, Underdog Fantasy. If you have all these apps, guys, once again, Underdog Fantasy is going to hook you up with a nice deposit match as well, all the way up to $1,000 with my promo code KJKDFS, my link down below. You should be able to hunt around and get some good value, okay? That's the goal. Try to give you as much free value as I can on this channel. And let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about these plays. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this in. Some of these plays got removed on Prizepicks, I can already tell you, or bumped. So I'm just going to bring them in, and I'll break down the plays that are still available. It's free content, completely free. It doesn't cost you $1. If you want to get access to all the plays before they get moved, you can get them all for $1.66 a day with my VIP link down below. So let's paste this in here. All right, so here's what we got. So right off the bat, you're going to notice, guys, this happens if you're learning how these apps work. This happens when you get good plays, okay? So they're going to change the line. So I had the over Ivica Zubac, 12.5 rebounds and assists. I had the Nikola Jokic over 37.5 points and assists. Those have been both moved up. The reason this is, I hate to tell you, Prizepicks is in this as a business. They can't lose too much money, so when the plays are too good, KJK, aren't they going to play fair and just let us get all the good plays? No, they're not. They would go bankrupt, so they have to move them. So the reason they've moved these up is because they're too good plays. And I'll tell you exactly why here throughout this content, but let's talk about the ones that you can still get. So the ones you can still get are the RJ Barrett points and assists, the Andre Drummond rebounds and assists, the Donovan Mitchell three-pointers. And I love this RJ Barrett play today. It's actually my favorite play on the board at the 31.5 number. So my VIP play of the day is a thing that I send in every day. Yesterday in the NFL action, it was Garrett Wilson. That cashed. Today, it is the RJ Barrett 31.5 points and assists. So feel free to track it. I'm giving it out for free. See how it goes. You can see, if my favorite play hits. It's all on the content, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. I like this play. So if you are new to the channel, guys, I do use multiple tools every single day to find the very best plays on these apps, one of which is going to be the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Let's go ahead and pull that in here for you guys. Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, guys, this is one of the tools that I'm using every single day for my research, full transparency. So when I pull up the screen and there's green on my screen, this is a big part of it. This tool is fantastic for finding the best plays on these apps very quickly before these apps can change them. And they'll give you a nice 25% off with my link down below, so go ahead and take advantage of that offer. 53.25% chance to hit on the RJ Barrett over 31.5 points and assists. Why is that, guys? Because this optimizer is going to bring in millions of dollars of sportsbook data into an optimizer onto a screen every single day for you to find the very best plays. So if you don't know how this works, every single day, these multi-million-dollar corporations, these multi-million-dollar companies, such as a FanDuel, such as DraftKings, they set lines on these players, right? And they charge a price for you to either take the over or the under. So it doesn't matter if you're taking the over or the under. That's the least of our worries. What matters is which one is more likely to hit, right? And so in this case, you're going to see on the screen, minus 110 at 32.5 points and assists for RJ Barrett on DraftKings. That's what's called standard even money in the sports betting world, right? So it's going to be 110 on the over, 110 on the under. One person's going to bet $110 to win $100 on the over 32.5. One person's going to bet $110 on the under 32.5. And DraftKings is going to go ahead and take that extra $10 that the person risked on either the over or under. And whoever loses, they're just going to take that money, and that's how they're going to make money long term. That's how they profit money, right? So dummy number one takes the over 32.5, and he has to risk 110 to win 100. Dummy number two takes the under. He has to risk 110 to win 100. No matter what, DraftKings is making money, right? Now, if you're not a dummy, you educate yourself on how this works, and you kind of understand that, and then you're able to find good bets and stuff like we're discussing right now. But keep in mind, they're at 32.5, and it's even money. So essentially, they're saying it's like a coin flip, a 50-50 chance he's going to hit the over or the under at 32.5. So there's no such thing as a lock, but just for the sake of explaining it, let's say they're pretty much saying he's a lock for 32, and there's a chance even he gets up to 33. Like the chance he gets up to 33 points and assists is like a 50-50 coin flip, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So the fact that we're able to get this at the 31.5 number on Prizepicks, keep in mind, in a 5 or 6 pick flex, we are risking $119 essentially, that same math that I'm talking about, because we're getting minus 119 implied odds. Now, questions I get asked all the time. Does this guy know anything about basketball? Does he actually do any research? He's just looking at market data. One, yes, the market knows more than you, but two, we can certainly talk about some more things that are going to factor into this being a good play. If you tune into my recent content, my recent video, I actually just talked about this in one of my recent uploads. But Scotty Barnes, Bruce Brown, Emmanuel Quickley are all out. Okay, so RJ Barrett is now sliding into the point guard role for this team. More assist opportunities, right? And he's getting an insane usage bump with these guys off the court. Okay, with no Scotty Barnes, Bruce Brown, Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett sees a plus 6.4% increase in usage up to a 33% usage rate. And over an 11-minute sample size of the starting five together, he's actually got a 38% usage rate. So usage rate is just a statistic used to pretty much calculate, how often the player has the ball in their hands, how often the player is involved in shooting, assisting, etc. And clearly, as you can see, RJ Barrett is getting a massive increase in usage with no Scotty Barnes and Bruce Brown, and he's sliding up to the point guard. So he's getting more assist opportunities, more points opportunities, more shooting opportunities, etc., right? All of these things are factored in, and we're getting a discount on the market. We're getting a really good play, some really good value here on RJ Barrett at that 31.5 number. Okay? So these are all things that are going on my process. This is why I'm like, wow, this is a really good value. It's probably going to get moved up by Prizepicks because Prizepicks algorithm factors in all those things that I just discussed. Let's get it at 31.5. Let's lock it in. Let's send it into my VIP members right now so they can get it in and beat that bump. And let's get some crazy good value today. All right, so that's play number one. Just a really, really good play. the RJ Barrett, and it looks like he just got removed in real time, possibly as I'm recording, because that's what happens when you get good value, people. Okay, so I explained it. If you want to get access, to the plays before they can get taken down or removed, just get my VIP package. That's my recommendation, because RJ Barrett's not on the board anymore, it looks like. I don't know what just happened. Hopefully they repost him. His points and assists prop just got taken down, the standard prop. So it looks like they're moving that stuff around in real time, which is just what happens, okay? So then we got the Andre Drummond, Donovan Mitchell, rebounds and assists, and the three-pointers, okay? These two props are still available at the lines I got them at the time of recording. Andre Drummond, let's go ahead and bring him into the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Why is this a good play? Let's bring him in here. You're going to see the very best possible prop you can take on the board is his over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Why is that? Because he's favored at minus 135 on the over on BetMGM, minus 133 on the over on Caesars, minus 140 on the over on Fliff. That same concept that I talked about, right? So you're going to have to risk $140 to win $100 to take the over 11.5 rebounds or assists. He could be favored on the under. It doesn't matter if it's an over and under. They're charging the price on the one that's more likely to hit, right? So I'm taking an over in this case, but it could be on the under. That doesn't matter. So hopefully that makes sense. And then another tool that I'm using, so this is a good case of we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 data points in this optimizer, right? OddsJam, another tool that I'm using every single day, offers a sportsbook screen. So what this does is this is going to bring in literally every single bet under the sun on every single sportsbook and allow you to scan the entire market. So let's bring in the players, rebounds, and assists. Let's bring in Mr. Andre Drummond. And let's highlight him, and let's see that literally the best possible place you can take the over 11.5. Right, guys, I have 217 sportsbooks selected. So any sportsbook, these millions of dollars of sportsbook companies that is offering this line is brought into this sportsbook screen right now. I have millions of dollars on this screen, which, by the way, once again, I offer a VIP package. All of these things cost money. So you can get a discount with my link down below if you want the tools, or you could just simply get my VIP package, which is $1.66 a day, and you get access to all of this stuff through me. You get my plays, advice, the tools I have access to. I'm constantly scanning the market. You can ask questions, right? It's 2024. You got unlimited opportunities here. If you want to get the tool and do it yourself, you can do that. If you're like, I got work, wife, kids, husband, whatever the case may be, I got too much going on, VIP package link below. This is very valuable data. Minus 130 on the over on 365. Minus 140 on the over on 888 Sport. Minus 133 on the over at Botano. Minus 135 on the over on BetSafe. Minus 135 at every single one of these markets, right? Just by simply using the Prizepicks app, Dabble, another DFS app that has all this money invested into setting appropriate lines, has shifted him up to 12 even. They're saying it's too likely to hit at the over 11.5. We got to take that advantage away so we don't get beat too bad by our users. We got to move that up to 12 even, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully these concepts are making sense to you now as I'm explaining them. We got all the way up to minus 144 here on SportsZeno. So, like, average odds, 11.6 across the market, minus 126.3 on the over. So essentially all that data, OddsJam's calculating it in him. They're saying he's actually, on average listed at a little bit higher than the 11.5 number, and he's favored on the over, and the best possible place you could be taking this is minus 119. It's the same prop. We need the same thing to happen. We need him to get 12 rebounds and assists on the over. We're just paying a lower price. So I say it's like going to the store and buying the same product. Let's say you go to Target and you see a product for $119, and then you go to the next store and they've got it priced all the way up to $133. It's the same exact product. Like, I don't know, maybe you're just a baller that doesn't care, but if you're someone with a brain that's trying to like save some money, it's the same thing. Take the lower priced one, right? Now, in the sports betting world, it's going to actually, you're like investing. So that extra money really does matter long term. All money matters long term. Really, what I just said, you'd be kind of a fool not to just take the discount. You want as much money in your pocket as you can get. That's what we're doing here in this process, right? That's what I'm breaking down here for you guys. So the Andre Drummond, fantastic play. Then we got Donovan Mitchell, 3-pointers made. Let's go ahead and bring him into the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, and then we'll bring up another tool that I use, an outlier, here shortly as well, that'll back this even more. You can see this is the second best prop on the board according to them. He's at minus 125 on the over on DraftKings, minus 135 on the over on BetMGM, minus 137 on the over on Caesars. He was actually even more favored at the time of me submitting this. Full transparency, 52.54% chance to hit here. We could continue to see these markets climb up. They're constantly changing, which we would prefer. That kind of happened with the other props that I had brought up. The Laurie Markkinen 2.5 3-pointers I kind of saw in real time was like starting to get more and more favorited. And so you have to beat these apps. You have to be quick. And I locked that in. He got completely taken off the board. So, there's an example of beating the apps before they can remove the props. So now we have even more of an example of that. And I'll get to the Betr plays here shortly too, so there will be more free plays given out here. But you can see Zubac got moved up, Jokic got moved up, RJ Barrett got moved up. I give actual free VIP plays on the channel. I break down the process. If the lines change, that stinks, but that's why I'm going to give you 2 more Betr picks as well, so you can hunt around the apps, get the best value possible here today. All right, people. So we got Drummond still available, Donovan Mitchell still available at the time of recording. Both going to be good plays. And then the other tool that I'm using, guys, once again, if you want someone that needs the underlying statistics, we can go ahead and bring Donovan Mitchell into Outlier. If you're not familiar with Outlier, guys, go ahead and take advantage of the free money offer, the free 7-day free trial. Link down below. You should use my link. They'll give you 7 days completely free. I'm partnering up with these guys. Free VIP plays on the channel, free tools. I went ahead and met up with these guys, partnered with them to give you that opportunity. Just click the link down below. You can get this 7 days free. And you'll be able to scan the market, find the very best plays like I just discussed with this over 3-pointers. You can see the over 3.5 3-pointers. They're going to bring in all that $1 million of sportsbook data as well as hit rate and underlying statistics to back this. So you can see they're giving this a 54% chance to hit, that same implied probability concept that I talked about. And they're going to bring in all these different underlying metrics. Donovan Mitchell has exceeded 3.5 3-pointers in 5 of his last 6 games, 4.3 3-pointers per game on average at an 83% hit rate. So he's been shooting the ball well on a nice little hot streak for someone that likes to see that. And then we can look at the actual matchup. He is a shooting guard. Overall, Brooklyn is giving up 13.2 threes per game. At the shooting guard position, most notably, though, they're 21st in the entire NBA. You can see that bright green. Outlier, we have the over highlighted. So if it's a favorable matchup for the prop that you're targeting, right, they're going to highlight that in bright green, telling us this is a great matchup for shooting guards where they're allowing 4.5 3-pointers to be made per game to opposing shooting guards. Donovan Mitchell is taking 9.2 3-pointers per game. He is making 4.3. He's taking 9.2 per game and converting at 47% hit rate. So he's shooting 47% from behind the arc. He's taking 9.2 per game. You do the math, right? Guys, oftentimes, like, sports betting can be this simple in how they set these odds. I talk about it all the time. The guy is taking 9 per game. He's making 47%. On average, he's making 4.3. So they're going to set his line at 3.5, and they're going to say he's either most likely going to make 3 or 4. So we're going to charge you a price, right? We're going to make you risk more money than you're going to win to take the over. So when I talk about these market concepts, when I talk about, getting straight to the point, and like Underdog has him at minus 132, Caesars has him at minus 137, BetMGM has him at minus 135, right? And you're watching, and you're like, well, what research are you doing? This visual you're seeing right now is a great way to just explain it so quickly to you. The man shoots 9.2 threes per game. The man makes 4.3 on average. The man is most likely going to either make 3 or 4. They're going to set the line at 3.5. They're going to charge you a price to take the over because he's making 4.3, a little bit over on the 4. It's more than likely he makes 4 more. We're going to make you risk a little bit more. And you're looking at like a 53% chance to hit your prop. Then we just want to take as many of those props over the long term that are giving us edge, right? The prop that we have a slightly higher chance of hitting, and that's how we're going to make money long-term on these apps. All right. So hopefully that's helpful, man. And once again, that's when they're going to change these. Like if it's too good of a prop, they're going to change it. They're going to take it down. They're going to be... Prizepicks has millions of dollars invested into not letting people beat them too badly. It's just kind of how it goes, man. So that's the full 6-pick that I locked in. You can track these results. I know you can't get them all on Prizepicks still, which sucks, but it is what it is, man. It's just kind of how it goes. I give free content. I break these down for free. Let's talk about better picks next, right? Let's talk about these better plays that I got locked in. We're going to make this quick. So I'm going to give you 2 Better Picks tickets. If you don't have the Better Picks app, get it right now because you're going to need it to get these plays in. I'm going to bring them up, and I'm going to tell you exactly why they're good plays. So this is it. Kessler over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The Zubac over 12.5 rebounds and assists. I brought up how Prizepicks bumped that prop up, right? So just simply by getting another app in Better Picks, you can now get you can get the 12.5 line. Instead, if we bring up all these plays in a Prizepicks, you're going to see they're all moved. So Better Picks doesn't have pushes, which is when they set a line even, like the 13. They either have to set it at 12.5, 13.5, or take it off. So it's a good app for finding some good plays that you can't get on Prizepicks. Let's see if these are still available. Yes, so all these plays are still available at the time of recording, which does make me happy. So you should be able to get these in. And I'm going to tell you exactly why these are good plays. We're going to make it nice and quick to the point. So here we go. First play we talked about was Walker Kessler, right? Walker Kessler was the first one that I had brought up on the screen. Why is this a good play? Let's bring them into the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer once again. So they have the Better Picks Optimizer. They have an optimizer for every single one of these apps. You're going to see the very best prop that you could take is over 21.5, straight to the point, aggressively favored on Pinnacle, which is known as the smartest, sharpest sports book in the world. They have a business model where they accept winning sports bettors. They take their action and they just set the very best lines to make it nice and short on you. You're going to have to risk 156 to win 100. That is insane. Keep in mind, we are getting minus 121 implied odds in a 6-pick dynamic play. That's the type of slip that I'm running this in. So you want to run a 6-pick dynamic play. That's what I have pulled in here. And you're going to get profit as long as you get 4 or 6 better correct. All right, that's how this works. So in this case, I talked about minus 119 on Prizepicks. We're getting minus 121 on Better Picks. It's the same concept. That was the best possible one you can get. Keep in mind, you'd have to go all the way up to 165 on Bovada here, which is like insane, by the way. The fact that we're getting this at minus 121 when he's at minus 165 on another book with millions of dollars invested at the same exact line is insanity. We're getting a crazy good deal. All right, next play that we talked about was the Zubac play here, so let's go ahead and bring him in. I already talked about how he was bumped up on Prizepicks, right? And the reason that is, once again, because it's too good of a play. Let's bring in Zubac here. You're going to see the best possible prop is the over 12.5 rebounds and assists, 53.17% chance to hit. Once again, only 1, 2, 3, 4 data points in the optimizer right now. If I wanted to bring up the OddsJam Sportsbook screen again, I could for you guys here. This is what, like, if I don't have a lot of data points, I want to be bringing in as many data points as possible. And you're going to see very quickly if I bring in OddsJam, best odds, minus 121 on Better Pick. Shocker. Best possible place you can take this, bro. He's bumped up to 13 even on Prizepicks. He's all the way up to minus 142 on Caesars in real time, minus 130, minus 161 on Sleeper, minus 137 on the over on 888 Sport, minus 142 Caesars. He's actually listed up to 13.5 on another DFS app in Hot Streak, minus 130 on Hard Rock, all the way up to minus 142 over here on William Hill. So it's like every single market is aggressively favoring his over. Dabbles bumped him up to 13 even. All of these different data points are telling us that the over 12.5 is a really good play, and especially at the minus 121 odds that we're getting on Better Picks in a 6-pick dynamic entry. That's how this works. All right, so this is all stuff that I teach. Minus 121. Really good play. Okay, really good play. We like that play. We like that play. That play gives us a good chance of winning money. We like that play because it gives us a good chance of winning money. The best chance of winning money of any Ivica Zubac prop, actually. All right, so you get the point. We can just kind of speed things up here. I talked about how I got Laurie Markkinen on Prizepicks, and then they went ahead and took him down like jerks. He is still available on Better Picks, so just by getting the Better Picks app, you can still get this prop, which makes us happy, right? Let's analyze this prop. Let's bring him in here. You can see 53.12% chance to hit, all the way up to minus 132 on the over on Pinnacle. minus 130 on all these different markets, minus 135, minus 133. We're getting a way better deal. His best prop, 53.12% chance to hit. Can be a little bit of a repetitive process, but it's just so valuable, and it's free content, and I'm teaching you. I wish I had access to this stuff for free, man. I wish someone would just come on the screen every day and tell me good plays, you know. I wish someone that's dedicated like the last decade of their life learning about all this would just come on my screen for free every day, give me the product that they charge people money for free, and just let me take their plays with millions of dollars invested in to help me win money. That's what I'm doing for you. So then we got Sabonis, DeRozan, Claxton. Sabonis and DeRozan. This game's going to be a crazy good game environment, bro, tonight. I wanted to talk about that with the Jokic play, but he got bumped up on Prizepicks. 238.5 over under. The pace of this game is just going to be incredible. There's going to be a lot of points in this game. The Raptors-Bulls game, we talked about that DeRozan, that RJ Barrett play. This other one, 100.5 pace metric in this Kings-Nuggets game, and 102.4 pace metric in this Raptors-Bulls game. Those two games are just going to be insanely high-scoring, high-flying, good stuff here for us, which makes us happy, right, when we're targeting overs. And DeMar DeRozan and Domantas Sabonis are both phenomenal plays. They're both aggressively favored on the over, as they should be. High-usage players, high up-tempo game environment. The one thing I'm sure people might be thinking, and I'm also thinking about this when I'm placing my tickets, is we have two players on the same team, right? Is that negatively correlated? Like, I wouldn't put more than two players in the same ticket, but at the lines that we're getting, these guys are still aggressively both favored in the same game environment. I feel comfortable with it. A minus 154 favorite on the over at 28.5 here, minus 138 on the over, and he's all the way up to 29.5 on FanDuel. 54.6% chance to hit. Really, really, really good prop. Domantas Sabonis, same thing. You're going to see like multiple markets aggressively favoring him at that number. Also, he's all the way up to 39.5 in a lot of markets. He's at minus 51 at 38.5, minus 149, minus 150. All of these different markets are aggressively favoring it at the 38.5, and he's up to 39.5 on FanDuel. Same thing. And all these guys are going to be bumped up on Prizepicks too, because Prizepicks has those pushes. And then last but certainly not least, we got the Nick Claxton under 11.5 points, minus 150, like aggressively favored. All these props, you're going to need the Betr app. And then the other one that I ran, guys, that I wanted to share with you was the same plays. It's just we're running the Walker Kessler over 19.5 points and rebounds. That prop also has some really good value on it and is bumped up on Prizepicks. So those are the two plays for the Betr portion. It's just we ran the Kessler 21.5 PRA in one, and we ran the Kessler points and rebounds in the other. If I find a good group of good value, I'm limited to $50 per play now on Betr. So it's a good way for me to get more exposure. And there's a chance Kessler hits his points and rebounds, but not his PRA, right? Both have good value. We'll lock them in. We have two units applied to the same plays. As long as we get 4 out of 6 or better in both the tickets, we're going to profit money. We want to get 6 out of 6 or better in both, right? And get the full sweeps. But as long as we get 4 to 6 or better, we're going to profit money. So that is all of the plays. If you can get these plays on any of these apps that I covered, you know, as long as they're not bumped up. Unfortunately, Prizepicks went ahead and bumped some of these plays like crazy. So, you know, just get the ones in that you can. It's free content. If you do want access to every single one of my plays, as soon as I place them, hop on over in the VIP. I'm giving you actual plays that I'm actually backing with my own money, that I'm actually sending over to my VIP members. It's important to me that I actually back the plays. I break them down. You get to know me. You know that I know what I'm talking about. And then, you know, you can go ahead and join over there if you're interested. And, yeah, man, that is all from me. That is all for me. That is all that I got for you on the free content. Do a quick little review here. So the Prizepicks ticket, if you're able to get any of these plays in, this is what we had. Drummond over 11.5 rebounds and assists. RJ Barrett over 31.5 points and assists. Mitchell over 3.5 3-pointers. Jokic over 37.5 points and assists. Zubac over 12.5 rebounds and assists, and the Lauri Markkanen over 2.5 3-pointers. I know that some of those got removed. It just kind of happens, so unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get all of those plays at the numbers that we got them at, right? It's just kind of how it goes. So take the ones you can. I just saw Jokic was coming down a little bit, which was kind of crazy because he was listed up at 38.5 prior to recording. But anywho, he's back at 37. So it looks like you might actually be able to get that prop in at the same number I got. So add that to the list. Jokic you can get at the same line. Okay, people? You can get Jokic. Then we got the better picks portion. Kessler over points, rebounds, and assists. Zubac over 12.5 rebounds and assists. That got bumped up on Prizepicks. The lower market over 2.5 3-pointers made once again. This is a good example of using all of your apps because Laurie Markkinen is no longer available on Prizepicks. I got it in, they took it down. The Zubac, same thing. So just get better picks. Then you can get those plays over there. Claxton under 11.5. You're going to notice all of these plays are bumped on Prizepicks. Like, that's the other thing I meant to bring up. We're making this outro really long, but I just want to teach you guys. Like, Kessler is bumped up. Zubac's bumped up. You're going to see, like, all these guys are bumped up on Prizepicks, and the reason they bump them up is because they're too good at plays, right? Zubac's bumped up. DeRozan's bumped up. Sabonis is bumped up. All these plays are moved up, and they're taking away your edge to win money. Just take them on this app where the 0.5 edge is still there. That's how we're going to make money, right? Claxton is bumped down. Look at this, guys. It's just simply by using another app, you're increasing your chances to win in an insane way. Zubac bumped up. DeRozan bumped up. Sabonis bumped up. Claxton bumped down. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. All right, that's all from me in this one, guys. There you go. And then the second one was the Kessler points and rebounds. Same props, just the Kessler points and rebounds, right? So you can run that if that's still available. And once again, if we bring him up on the Prizepicks board, you're going to see he's bumped up to 20 even. Because the 19.5 is too likely to go over. So they've gone ahead and changed him. Okay? Take advantage of that value on Betr. If you want to join the VIP, you get access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them. You will get access to all these bad boys. I'm going to have more over there, of course. I will have that linked down below. Trying to help you out with these free plays, free content every single day as much as I can. All right, people? Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your NBA player props tonight. And we will see you in the next one.